7 Beginner Fragrances for Men, Part 2. Let's talk about it. Welcome back, good people. Mike here with 904 Fragrance. Thank you so much for tuning in to my channel today. You couldn't be doing anything else, but you chose to watch this video, and I am forever grateful. Also, I want to say thank you to everyone that watched my first video. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for sharing. Also, thank you for the very encouraging comments that I read in the comment section as well too. Thank you so much for that. And also, I want to say thank you to everyone that subscribed to my channel as well too. And now that we're talking about that, go ahead. If this is your first time watching my video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Again, it helps out my channel a great deal. It helps my channel to grow. Also, hit that like button and also share this video with other people as well too. All right, so let's go ahead and get right into our fragrance list. So again, this is part 2 of 7 beginner fragrances for men. So the first fragrance that we're going to get into today is a fragrance that has been out for quite some time. And in my personal opinion, this is an essential beginner fragrances for men. This is something you have to get in your collection if you're just not getting into fragrances, or if you've been collecting fragrances for a long time. You have to have this fragrance in your collection. And this fragrance is none other than Nautical Voyage. All right, guys, this stuff smells good. It's fresh, it's clean, man. This is an awesome fragrance, man. It's cheap, but it doesn't smell cheap. This stuff smells absolutely awesome. You got to get this in your collection if you're looking at trying to get into fragrances. But let's get into the note breakdown. So we'll look at my trusted note card here. So we have Nautical Voyage, came out in 2006. And like I said, this is a cheapie. You can get this bottle for $20. Now you can get these fragrances that I'm talking about. All of them, you can get all of them from fragrancenet.com or fragrancex.com, and I'll leave those websites in my description as well too. Now also you can get some of these fragrances that I'm going to be talking about today, but especially Nautical Voyage. You can get this from like TJ Maxx's, Marshalls, Walgreens, even Walmart. I mean, you can get Nautical Voyage from just about anywhere. But this stuff smells good. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the note breakdown. So this is a fresh, clean, and slightly fruity fragrance. You have top notes of green leaf, fresh cut apple. You have mid notes of mimosa, water lotus, and aquatic elements. And also in the base, you have moss, cedarwood, musk, and amber. Guys, you got to get this in your collection. If you're just not looking at, if you're looking at trying to get into fragrances, or you don't know what kind of fragrance to buy, this is a summertime beast of a fragrance. Now, what I mean by beast, I'm not saying that it's going to last a long time, but what I'm saying, this can be your workhorse for the summertime. Now, you can wear this technically all year round, but there are so many other fragrances that you can wear for like the fall and the winter and things of that nature. But spring, summer, high heat, this will be your fragrance to go to here. Nautical Voyage. Get this in collection, guys. All right, so let's get into number 2. Now, number 2, this fragrance here, I have seen this fragrance for a long time. This fragrance came out in the 90s, 1994 to be exact. And I have seen this fragrance around, but I just never bought it until now. I recently just picked up this fragrance maybe about a month ago, even though it's been out for years. And listen, I have a whole bunch of fragrances. And I'm not saying that to brag about anything like that. I have close to, 200 fragrances. And even though, I may have high end and low end fragrances, these fragrances I still wear. So whether they're, beginner fragrances or top high end fragrances, I still, wear these beginner fragrances as well too. But the fragrance that I'm going to get into, that I'm talking about, is Low Dissy by Issey Miyake. So kind of get the top off. Man, this stuff smells good. It kind of reminds you of lemonade, how it smells. Not exactly like lemonade, but it has that lemonade type smell to it. It just smells good. It screams, spring and summer. But you can wear this all year round. I mean, it's fresh enough where you can wear it in the spring and summer, but also dense enough we can wear it, pretty much all year round. This can be a signature scent type fragrance. But let's get into the note breakdown. So like I said, this fragrance came out in 1994. Now you can buy this fragrance again from FragranceNet or FragranceX. Now that's the only place where I've seen it. Well, I take that back. I have seen it in Walgreens And sometimes you can find it in some of the rack stores like Ross and TJ Maxx, some of those places as well too. So let me rephrase that. But you can get it on FragranceNet and FragranceX.com as well too. So again, like I say, this came out in 1994, and this is a crisp, woody, and aquatic fragrance. And you have top notes of yuzu, mandarin orange, lemon, verbena, bergamot, and sage. And you have mid notes of nutmeg, saffron, cinnamon, and geranium. And you have the base notes of tobacco, cedar, musk, vetiver, and sandalwood. Guys, this is a must-have in your collection. Even though it came out in 1994, this does not smell dated. It does not smell dated at all. It still smells modern and up to date. I get about when I wore this, I got easily 8 hours on my skin with this as well too. So, guys, get this in your fragrance. Awesome fragrance. L'Eau d'Issey by Issey Miyake. All right, let's get into number 3. Now, number 3 is a fragrance house that I've heard about for quite some time as well too, and I actually have two fragrances from this house, and but this one I'm talking about today, I could have brought in the other one and put in this rotation, but this one that I'm going to talk about is the one that I like the best out of all the ones that I have. Now, I only have 2. Now, there are many other fragrances from this house, but this is the one. I only have 2, but this one that I have that I'm going to bring up, it smells absolutely amazing. And the fragrance that I'm talking about is from Tommy Bahama's St. Kitts. Man, look at that bottle. Nice, clean bottle. Has a little matte finish on it. Man, the stuff smells good. It smells absolutely awesome. But let's get into the note breakdown. So you have Tommy Bahama St. Kitts. You can get this for like $25. I wouldn't pay more than $25 for it. So if you see anything like in retail, you may see it for like, $60, $70, $80. Do not pay that price. Get it online. You save a whole lot of money. Now you will see these sometimes in some of the rack stores as well too, like the Ross, TJ Maxx's, and Marshalls, things of that nature. It's not there all the time, but you can find them. That's why I found this one at. I found this in one of the rack stores I think it was at TJ Maxx. But if you see it in any kind of retail store, high-end retail store, do not pay that price. Get it online. Save yourself a whole lot of money. All right. So this is a spring and summer, and also a high heat fragrance. Now I would not recommend wearing this all year round, because it's to me, it's too fresh. I think it really belongs in the spring and summer. But again, this is your money, your fragrance. You can wear it whenever you want. But in my opinion, I think spring and summer would be the best time to wear this fragrance. Okay. This is a nice, fresh out of the shower type of scent. It's kind of smells like shower gel almost, but an awesome fragrance. So let's get into the note breakdown. So you have top notes of mandarin orange and lime. You have mid notes of cedar, watery notes, and sea salt. And you have base notes of driftwood, musk, and ambergris. Guys, when I tell you this stuff smells good, it smells good. Now, even though I would not pay more than $25 for this, it smells more expensive than what it is. Most of Tommy Bahama scents don't last that long, but this one lasts pretty good on my skin. I get about a good 6 hours on my skin. I got compliments from strangers off of this fragrance, and I even wore this on I sprayed it. I was going out one Saturday, and I sprayed on one of my shirts. I was only out for like an hour or two, and I came back home and I put my shirt in the hung it back up, and I went in my closet like 2 days later, and I'm like, ooh, what's that smell? And it was one of my fragrances off one of my shirts. And it was the shirt that I had wore. I had sprayed this on it, and it still smelled just as nice and loud as if I had just sprayed it. But yeah, man, it just smells good. But this is a great beginner fragrance to get into your collection. Again, I think it's best for spring and summer. There are plenty of other fragrances that you can wear for all year round. So I would not try to wear this all year round. I think it's good for just what it is, spring and summer. Or you just got through taking a shower or something, you want to spray it on and walk around the house. That's cool too. But it's an awesome fragrance, guys. Get this in your collection. Tommy Bahama's St. Kitts. All right, so let's get into number 4. And number 4, this fragrance here that I want to talk about, I have about 3 or 4 fragrances from this house, and I just love this house. I love the fragrances from this house. Every fragrance that I have bought from this house, I absolutely loved. And the fragrance that I'm talking about is from Azzaro, and it's Azzaro Chrome Aqua. Now this is a awesome fragrance. I wear this to work a lot. I don't know if you can see, I put a good dent in it. I wear this a lot. I wear this to work a lot. I do deliveries. I'm always out in the element, especially in the heat, here in Florida. But this stuff smells good. And then when my body heats up, this fragrance really come alive. But let's get into the note breakdown. So you have Azzaro Chrome Aqua, came out in 2019. This is also a spring and summer high heat fragrance. Now this fragrance here is a little bit of a Swiss Army knife type fragrance. This fragrance technically can be worn all year round as well too. It's fresh enough where it's good for the spring and summer, but it's also has a little bit of depth to it where it can kind of work in the fall and winter as well too. I mean, again, there's other fragrances you can wear in the winter time and in the fall, but if this is the only fragrance you have, it would definitely work. So this is a men's aromatic and aquatic cologne, and you have top notes of green apple, grapefruit, and violet leaf. You have heart notes of sea notes, mint, and basil, and you have base notes of cypress and vetiver. And again, this fragrance is not expensive at all. You can get it between $30 and $35. Not expensive at all. Again, get it online, Fragrance X or fragrancenet.com. I don't really see this fragrance here, in the rack stores, anything like that. I've seen it online only. So you may see it, you may not. I'm not sure, but I know I got this online and I didn't get it out of the store. But this is an awesome fragrance. It's fresh, it's clean. You can smell that apple. You can smell a little bit of that mint into it. This is a nice, fresh, clean, out of the shower fragrance, man. This smells good. A great fragrance to add to your collection if you're just not starting out. All right, so that's Azzaro Chrome Aqua. All right, so we're down to 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're on number I think it was 5. Yeah. So we're on number 6. And so no, not number 6. I apologize. So we got 1, 2, 3. So this would be the fifth fragrance. I apologize. Fifth fragrance. So this fifth fragrance that we're going to talk about, I have also a couple of fragrances from this house as well too. And this fragrance that I'm going to talk about is nothing, breathtaking, anything like that. It's just one of the fragrances that it just smells good. And the fragrance that I'm going to talk about is by Lacoste, and it's called Lacoste Blunt L12. And so, or Lacoste, or French for white. But awesome fragrance, man. This is a great fragrance you can wear to the office. Now this fragrance here you also can wear all year round. I mean, it's fresh enough where you can wear it in the spring and summer, but also it has enough depth to it where you can wear it all year round, and you're going to smell nice, clean, fresh, not going to be offensive. This is an awesome fragrance. But let's get into the note breakdown. So you have Lacoste L12 Blanc, which is French for white. It came out in 2011. And you can get this fragrance anywhere between $35 and $50, depending on what size bottle you get. Again, this is an all year round fragrance. It can be your signature scent fragrance. So this is a crisp and clean fragrance, and you have top notes of grapefruit, tuberose, and you have mid notes of ylang ylang and base notes of cedar and leather. So not a whole bunch of notes, but this stuff just works, man. Nice, awesome fragrance to add to your collection, especially for beginner fragrances for men. It's not expensive. It's going to smell good. It's not loud, but you will have a nice little fresh, clean scent bubble around you. Just an awesome fragrance, guys. So get this in your collection, Lacoste L12 Blanc or French for white. So get this in your collection, guys. All right, number 6. So number 6 is a fragrance that I had heard about for quite some time. I seen other YouTubers, fragrance reviewers talking about this fragrance, and I had seen it so many times. I'm like, man, I got to get this fragrance, and I have not seen it in stores. So only place I've seen it was online, so at Fragrance Net and Fragrance X, and that's where I get most of my fragrances from. There are other websites as well too, like Twisted Lily, Scent Split, Max Aroma. So there's a lot of other websites that you can get fragrances from, but the two I shop the most is Fragrance Net and FragranceX.com. Mostly FragranceX.com, because they just ship my stuff a little quicker. But anyway, the fragrance I'm talking about is from Salvatore Ferragamo, and it's called Aqua Ascenzioli Blue. Guys, this stuff smells good too. It's a nice blue fragrance, but it has a twist to it. It has a little bit of depth to it. Depth, not depth, but depth into it. And it just smells good. It's clean, it's fresh, a little sweet. Now this is also a perfect signature scent all year round fragrance. This stuff smells good. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. And then like kind of blinding it. But this is an awesome fragrance. But let's get into the note breakdown. So this fragrance came out in 2014. Again, this is an all year round. It can be a signature scent for you. You have top notes of bergamot, lemon, and cardamom. You have mid notes of cypriol oil, cedar, and lavender. You have base notes of patchouli, tonka bean, and ambroxan. Guys, this stuff smells really, really good. It's light, but at the same time, it has a heaviness to it. And I think that's why it makes it work. It works all year round. This will be a good fragrance to work all year round. This is also a good Swiss Army knife fragrance, which means you can wear it dressed up. You can wear it casual. You can wear it just hanging out. You can wear it to the office. You can just wear this fragrance anywhere and it's going to work and you're going to smell good. I remember one time I wore this. I was going to get some shoes. I forgot what shoe store I was in. Rack Room Shoes. I don't know if you may have that where you are, but we have a store here in Florida called Rack Room Shoes, and they sell Nikes and high end shoes, but not like high end shoes, not like Jordan and stuff like that, but just regular Nikes and so on and so forth. But I was in the store get some shoes, and one of the ladies came out and she said, "Oh, what's that smell? You smell so good." And so I'm like, "Hey, okay, cool, got a compliment off of it." But awesome fragrance. It lasts about a good 5-6 hours on my skin. Like I said, it's just an awesome fragrance. Again, a great Swiss Army knife all year round fragrance. If this is the only fragrance that you had in your collection, it will work. So again, get this in your collection, guys. Salvatore Ferragamo Aqua Ascenzioli Blue. All right, so we get down to our last fragrance here, and this fragrance here, man, I saved it for last. Not because it's better than all of it. I like all these fragrances, pretty much the same. But this fragrance here, man, I wore a lot of it, wore the heck out of it, and it smells so good. When I first smelled this, when I bought it and first smelled it, I just instantly fell in love. And the fragrance that I'm talking about is from Versace, and is Versace Pour Homme or Versace Signature. You see the dent that I put in it. I wore this stuff a lot, man. I wear it a lot. This stuff that smells good. It's the epitome of clean and fresh fragrance. I mean, this is you can wear this to the office. You can wear this. I don't want to say dressed up. You can wear it, casual, spring, summer, things of that nature. Maybe into the fall. But let's get into the note breakdown. I'm kind of going on and on about it, but let's get into the note breakdown of it first. So you have Versace Pour Homme or Versace Signature. Came out in 2008. You can get a bottle of this between $30 and $70, depending on what size bottle you get. This is 100 ml that I got, and I think I paid $50 for it. This is a good spring and summer, but you can technically wear it all year round. I just wouldn't wear it for the winter time because it's a little too fresh for the winter. I think the cold air will kind of drown it out, but it's an awesome fragrance. But let's get into the note breakdown. So you have top notes of neroli, lemon, and bergamot. You have mid notes of clary sage, geranium, and cedar. You have base notes of amber, tonka bean, and musk. Guys, when I tell you this stuff smells good, it smells good, and it smells way more. It smells better. How can I put it? It smells high end. Okay, it smells like it should cost more than what it does. But this stuff smells good. I have a couple of Versace fragrances, and this just smells good, guys. You got to get it in your collection. So this will be a great fragrance to add to your collection if you're just not starting out. This is an awesome fragrance. You're going to smell good. I can't see no one not liking this fragrance, man. It smells just that good. So guys, get this in your collection. Versace Pour Homme or Versace Signature. I have not seen this in the rack stores. So I think you have to go online to get this. FragranceX, FragranceNet.com. I don't know if any of the rack stores sell it. I haven't seen it, so I don't want to say they don't sell it, but I just haven't seen it in none of the rack stores. But guys, awesome fragrance. Get it in your collection. Versace Signature. All right, guys. So that's all I have for you today. Thanks again for hanging out with me. Again, this was 7 beginner fragrances for men. This was part 2. So I got part 3 that's going to be coming out very, very soon. So also remember, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Again, it helps out my channel a great deal. Hit the like button and also share this video with other people as well too. Also follow me on Instagram at 904 Fragrance. Follow me on Instagram. Well, Monday through Friday, I post fragrance of the day. So really Monday through Thursday, I do men and unisex fragrance. And on Fridays, I do ladies fragrance only. So that's Fridays is ladies day. I don't post anything far as fragrances on Saturdays and Sundays. That's my time to spend with my family. But Monday through Friday, I post fragrances of the day. So make sure you follow me on Instagram where you can see what other fragrances that I'm posting as well too. So I think that's all I have. So guys, again, thank you so much for tuning in to my channel. Again, you can be doing anything else, but you chose to rock with me today, and I really, really do appreciate it. So as always, guys, keep smelling good, keep looking good, and stay sprayed up. Peace.